Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome back to the Grant Game. Tips on how to play this game, get this change. Hey, bars are ready. You ready? If you're not here with us live on TikTok, girl, where you at, child? Come on. Let's do this together. We in this together. Hey, night owls. How are you? Welcome to a late night live. Y'all ready? My crazy self just had a big old large coffee, okay? Just for you. So, I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm gonna be up for a while. I decided to bring you with me. So I see you up too. So let's chat about your business as a Black woman, for-profit small business owner, especially if you're seeking grants to build that business. Any grant seekers in the house, put grants in the chat. Let me know. Because you are in the right place. So welcome. Again, this is for Black women, for-profit small business owners. Happy to have you here. Happy to be here with you. There we go, Miss B. Welcome, girl. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I've won over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. It's a lot of fun, girl. So I'm here to chat with y'all to see what y'all need a grant for. So this is Grant Prep Academy, or GPA, right here on the Black Women in Grants page. So make sure you like hey, and then turn those notifications on so that you know when we're live. And Google, what's their name? TikTok will send you an exclusive invitation to come join the conversation. Yay! Rap lyrics. You have a funeral home. They say you'll never go out of business, child. Congratulating. Hey, Keisha. Hey, She Best. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Come in and say hey if you can hear me. Hey, Pauline and Kitsy, Janice, Gwendolyn. Hey, y'all. Vandale. Welcome. Say hey in the chat. Carol say she could use a grant. Let go. Miss B here with me, chatting already. I love it. Hey, Ivy and Rena. Kimberly, Free Spirit. Hey, girl. Welcome back. Creole, good to see ya. Y'all in here. Hey, Allison. So, over at blackwomeningrants.com is my mentorship program, y'all. We have 385 ladies in the program. Yay! I am so close to hitting our goal of helping my first 500 women find, apply for, and win grants for their Black woman-owned for-profit small business. You want to be one scholarship in the chat if you want to know about our scholarship opportunity that is open right now on a first come, first served basis. I'll tell y'all about it. Okay, so again, that's blackwomeningrants.com is where to go find out about it if you want to cheat a little bit, get ahead of the game. So, this is my second live. I love a good weekend live. So it's like, I just came back from the farmer's market. We good for a few days. Me, myself, and I, we gonna eat good, y'all. They got these prepared meals. So I ain't gotta leave the house all weekend long. It's a gorgeous day here in Hotlanta, Georgia. It's like drizzly, misty, not really raining, but very romantical. Good time to take yourself out on a solo date to the farmer's market. So that's what I did. Got me some great pastries and meal preps that I don't have to do nothing but heat up in the air fryer, in the conventional oven, or the microwave, amen. So we good for the week. So I got some coffee too. And I was like, you know what? When I get home, unload these groceries, I'm going to go live with my peeps because I love spending the weekend learning. I actually was listening to my coach, went through her whole program between my drive to the market and back home. And I literally just hit end on her last video, came live with y'all. So I'm getting work done. And I wanted to come help y'all too. So really quick in the chat, tell me about your business. Let's talk about your business. Yes, I'm all up in your business. Tell me what you do. That's one of the most frequently asked questions on a small business grant application. Y'all gonna hear me walk around, talk to y'all, because in my brain, we on a phone call. So y'all better talk. I will hang up, okay? Hey, Comatose. Welcome back, girl. Part 2 of the conversation, okay? So I'm getting me some good old water right now because I'm about to start coughing. I feel it coming on already. In the meantime, in between time, y'all tell me about your business. What do you do? Excuse me, as a Black woman, for-profit, small business owner, because you got to be able to, in a few characters, limited word count, be able to tell a grant what you do. That's one of the first things they ask you. And if they don't understand it, they're not going to see how you and your business align with their funding goal. So let's talk about it. And yes, I'm okay. It's allergies. Hey, Nana. Welcome back. Excuse me, y'all. Let's see who's talking to me, if anybody. I'm scrolling. Of course. Come say, caterer and event planner to stars, babes. Don't play with her. She knows people, celebrities, that is. Starting with me. You know, I'm somebody. To somebody. Any other business owners, let me know. Talk to me in the chat. Tell me what you do. If you don't answer me or you can't answer this question, you might as well go on and log off. Because this is what a grant will want to know. So if you can't answer me, child, you ain't ready for no grant application, child. So don't even ask me, where do I find a grant? Where do I start? How do... You ain't even following directions. Anyway, hello, Ashley Rankin. How are you? Good to see you, girl. Nana says, how do we access the mentorship if we can't find it in the email? So Nana, you're in the mentorship, right? Like you paid the $97. You got a scholarship to join us. You got the email from me. We've been through that process, right? Let me know so I know where to start to help you out. Carol has an apparel, t-shirt, etc. Any other Black women, for-profit, small business owners? Let me know. Quiet Storm, the Quiet Storm. On B103. That's what they used to say back in the day on our radio here in Atlanta. She has a bookkeeping and tax prep company. Nana says, sorry if you already answered my Wi-Fi keeps going. Oh, let me get back on my Wi-Fi, speaking of, so we can have a good connection. Thank you, girl. Yes, you're in the program. So all you got to do is find the email I sent you. Remember that email that you clicked? Request access, and I gave you access. Just type in Black Women in Grants or type in Data Ministries. That's one of my companies. But that's where it came from. You can type in any of the following. And let me know what you find. You should be able to find your email that lets you back into the program. You are logged in. You got your email registered. So let me know you find that email, okay? Let's start there. Do I help with funding? I help you find and apply for funding. So, welcome. This is Black Women in Grants. And we help Black women, for-profit, small business owners find, apply for, and win small business grants for their Black woman-owned for-profit small businesses. As long as you're based in the United States, over the age of 18, and own at least 51% of your business, you qualify to be here. You also probably are eligible for at least one of the 80 grants on our list of grants that I send out to our mentees over at blackwomenandgrants.com. That list totals over $1.2 million. I bet you can find something on there to go apply for, and I can help you with how to apply. I don't do it for you. I teach you the skill. I believe in self-empowerment, economic empowerment. So this is my way of giving back, helping you. You can go over to blackwomenandgrants.com. Come join us in the mentorship program. And that's where we dive in deep. Some of our grant winners, like Ashley Rankin, is here with us today. We have, as of yesterday, a future small business pitch competition winner. She ain't on here yet, but we'll announce her if she comes on and hang out with us. We about to get it in for the next 30 days, getting her prepped to pitch in front of a live studio audience for the first time. She's been selected for a $10,000 pitch opportunity. So you want to be ready for something like that, okay? So we got people applying the information. They're winning. The last 5 ladies that I've heard from, their numbers of winnings so far total $232,710. And it keeps growing from there. So we have collectively, just this year alone, won over $250,000. And I didn't have to hold their hand to do it. I just taught them what I know. That works. Right, Ashley Rankin? Ashley's here with us. She just won $5,000 from the Etsy grant. She also won $10,000 from the L'Oreal Beauty Inclusive Grant. She won a $5,000 grant application sponsored by FedEx. And so much more is on the way. $24,000 of that just came in the last 30 days because she took time to sit, learn the information, go out, and implement our secret weapon, which is apply, apply, apply. That's called grant stacking. Okay? Comatose got question marks. Girl, what's your question mark mean? What that mean, girl? You said you've accessed it before, but you can't find it now. Okay, give me a minute. I may be able to help you out. Let me catch my breath and get my Bapruda out, okay? All right. Keep me posted. You keep looking, and I'll help you look in a minute. Any other black women for-profit small business owners in the house? Is the U.S. grant funding? I don't know what that is, Coma. That sounds like maybe some government grants, and we ain't in that space. We stick in a for-profit public space. You said, please forward the information. I will forward you to the information. It's over at blackwomeningrants.com. The investment is $97 to come join us for a full year. That's about to change. Scholarships are on a first-come, first-served basis, so head over there and claim one of the scholarships. blackwomeningrants.com. You got it? Feel free to keep telling me about your business. I also want to hear what you could use a grant for, because I love talking about the grant game. It is a game because there are winners and there are lessons to be learned. And so, Nana, give me 1 second. Let me pull you up in our system. Is Nana your government name? Is that what you registered under? Because that's going to help me find you in the system, okay? And just re-forward you the information and you can start from there. No, it's no worries. I just want to make sure that I'm looking in the right place as well. So tell me your first full government name, not your TikTok profile. Okay, thank you, girl. So keep talking to me in the chat. Let me know about your business and what you could use a grant for. Let's answer that question. What could y'all use a grant for in the business that you're looking for a grant for? Talk to me. And if I need clarity, I'll ask you questions around it. But this is the second most frequently asked question on small business grants. So let me know. What could you use a grant for specifically in your business? Let me know. All right, Miss Brianna. It's with an O, right? Let me double check. There we go. Brianna. Hers. I see you, girl. Let me get your email here. Comatose is could use her grant. I love that your list keeps getting longer and longer every time I ask that question. Comatose, I be paying attention. I'm like, she done added some stuff to that list. You go, girl. So Comatose says she will use her grant to hire a chief financial officer or a CFO. I love it. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. My allergies are trapped. Hold on, Brianna. I'm sending you an email as we speak. What else could y'all use a grant for? Talk to me in the chat while I send Brianna this email. I'm drinking my water. I just pulled out some cough drops. No worries, I'm okay. It's allergy season for me. I usually lose my voice around this time of year. So it's a part of the process. The weather's changing. There we go. Brianna, Nana. I just emailed you. Check your email. Let me know you got it. Mark it as important. Keep it top of your inbox, okay? Click the link in the email to request access. And you should be good to go. All right, let's talk about these lists of things you could use a grant for. Comatose also wants to use her grant to hire a chief marketing officer or a CMO. Cargo transportation, tables, chairs. You forgot your chair covers and table covers. I remember that. I told you I'll be paying attention a little bit sometimes. If you're new here, could you say new in the chat? Let me know you're new here. And welcome, girl. Good to have you. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities in my personal and professional life. Over at BlackWomenInGrants.com, we've collectively won well over $250,000 in grants and grant-funded opportunities. And so I have interviewed our last 4 grant winners. We got another one on the way soon. And all of it's included in a year-long mentorship that I offer. And there are scholarships available to come join us in the mentorship for only $97 for a full year, one-time payment, year-long access. So ask me questions about it if you have them. And I'm happy to answer. Y'all keep talking to me. I am making myself a note because I have to keep a running list of things to do so that I don't forget. Quiet Storm wants to expand her business, so she will use her grants for marketing and for education and training. What type of marketing? Social media marketing, direct mail marketing, email marketing? Let me know. And what type of education? What type of training? Get specific. You said you've been thinking, right, Comatose? Adding new stuff to the list. I love it. Okay. So answer the questions that's on the table. No side conversations yet. We do that at the end. Quiet Storm. You new here, but welcome. I'm trying to get y'all to answer these questions that a grant is going to ask you. Comatose is going to look for a CFO when she get that grant money, so we getting her to the grant winning stage. She's doing a lot of good work too, so we getting her there. Her and her daughter, in honor of her husband's memory. We're helping her tell her story, find and apply for grants, so that when she starts looking for that CFO, she's going to have that job description. She's going to have grants behind her to support that salary, and she's going to be good to go. Amen? Ashley says, I want to use the grant to go. Oh, we got 2 Ashleys. And y'all comments are beside each other. I love it. So Ashley with an E says, I want to use the grant to go to more fairs. What type of fairs, Ashley with an E? To reach more clients for my business. What's your business, girl? Let me know more. Ashley with a Y, she's in our mentorship program. She's won over $29,000 already. She's still applying. Ashley, how much have you applied to so far in like the last 90 days or so? Put your number in the chat so you can inspire the people. Amen. She wants another grant to pay an SME. What is the SME? To do research for a book I want to create. I'm also trying to get you to the end of our last 31 days and show you the work that we got started with your book, your ebook, and get you further in that process. Nana, did you find your email? Let me know. Comatose is still adding to her list of what she would do with her grants. Chair covers. Fine china. I saw how china was made. I see why it's so expensive. No, not china, but crystal. I'm like, oh, makes sense why they had them cabinets. My grandma had a china cabinet, so I get it. Crystal glasses and silverware and napkins, the fancy kind, right? Napkin rings. Keep going, girl. Add to that budget. Okay, you said a memory project about my grandma. Wow. Quiet Storm is new here. I know. Okay, you need direct mail marketing, small mail. Oh, snail mail. Yep. And social media marketing. I love that. So, what you want to do is be able to describe to a grant, like what would getting direct mail out via snail mail do for your business? What will social media marketing do for your business? Like, what is that big vision in the sky that you have? Once you get a grant that can help you with this social media marketing, this direct mail marketing, then what? What happens as a result? Oh, Comaso says, you've already chosen your CFO. I know you got your future CMO, so I know where that comes from. In college, she graduates in December. I love it. When I was building one of my first businesses back in like 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I hired all college students, and they were some go-getters, honey. So they came in and they did so much great work to get us started. And so, yeah, those are the best ones. Eager to learn, eager to help, eager to grow. And then in exchange, even before the grant started coming in, I would write them letters of recommendation. I would fill up their gas tanks. I would feed them. I would send them money for textbooks. I would write, I would be their referrals for jobs and joining sororities. I got invited a couple times out to their college campuses to speak to their groups, business fraternities and sororities. Had partnerships with the university. So it pays off just for them to be a part of what's going on in the community. So that's when we talk a lot about social impact too, because if you can prove to a college that you're doing work in the community and their graduates could be a part of that, they get on board so fast. They start referring people. They want to help. As a matter of fact, one of the programs we're partnered with in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com, they just did a big drive for those of us who have graduated their program. This is one program you can get in for free. It's sponsored by the New York Stock Exchange, and they support us. They have a program that has paid for some internships. So if you're in California, the interns come to your office in person, or you meet them in a co-work space. If you're online, they have virtual opportunities as well, and they've already been taken care of on your end. So if you come in and tell them what you need help with, because you got the title that you need to hire, the job description that I've been telling y'all about, plus the social impact that you're helping to give back in your community, you share all that with the internship program. They send you interns that match those skills. It's phenomenal. So this is what it looks like to be prepared. This is also what it looks like when a grant says, even if we can't write you a check, how else can we support you? Here are some other options for resources. So imagine saying, oh, well, I need an intern that I don't have to pay for. Here's what I need them to do. Here's the job description. How many hours I need them to work. Is virtual or in person. And here's how long I need them. And then okay, we got a program that matches you with that. So that's checking off a big expense off of your listing. You ain't even got to wait on a grant to write you a check for that. They got the resources behind it. So this is a way to be prepared in addition to applying for grants. Because Ashley and I walked through a application process that asks just that. If you don't win this round, give us some more ideas for how we can support you. So you can ask for mentorship. You can ask for interns. You can ask for help checking off something off your list that they may have already in place, like a coach, like training, like some educational resources, like some referrals. I had one grant be a letter of recommendation for me to help me get more grants in between winning grants. So that's part of your community of support. And I introduce you guys to my network that has helped me so much within the mentorship. Okay, Nana said, I did. I'm in. Thanks. Yay! I'm so glad to see that, Nana. Okay. Now you keep that access pulled up, okay? But let me know if you get stuck. I'm happy to help you again if I can, my friend. Okay? Welcome to the Grant Game, girl. And congratulations on claiming your scholarship to get in and hang out with us. Over at blackwomeningrants.com is my year-long mentorship. We have several mentees here. Comatose, Ashley, Nana. Who else is here in the mentorship? Let me know in the chat. Quiet Storm says also possibly for a brick and mortar. Got it. So you need to finish your 30 What You Show. Do. Get it together. Come on now. We waiting on you. Okay. Carol says, I want to expand our apparel business to help support my husband's dream. Veteran owned. Love it. Do you need an LLC for all grants or pitches contests? No. Tay, who, I don't know if she'll catch us. She's probably in the bed. But she just got selected. She's in New York. She's flying out to Florida next month to pitch her business for a $10,000 small business pitch competition. And no, they didn't ask for her to be an LLC. So you don't necessarily need to be an LLC, but they will tell you if they want you to have your articles of incorporation. So you just have to read, research, and review these terms and conditions of these grants. They, for the most part, because they are legit, will literally walk you through what they want you to have as you're applying for this funding. Ain't that amazing, Quiet Storm? So what I love about what Tay did is she joined us in the mentorship. She read the book. She found an opportunity in her Facebook timeline. She went and did what I just said. She read about the opportunity. She researched it to make sure it felt good to her and it was a good fit for her business. She reviewed the application process. She submitted a video pitch, her very first one. And the crazy part was she kept putting it off. And so she finally submitted it. She happened to be sick. So she was on there, dealing with stuffy nose, watery eyes, sneezing, coughing, headache, fever. I'm trying to remember the full commercial. Where you need NyQuil and stuff. That was her. But that was the video they selected. And she emailed me yesterday. She said, I'm freaking out a little bit. Can you talk me through this? And that's what we're doing over the next month. Getting her prepared to pitch her business for an opportunity that basically found her, landed in her lap. But she was prepared because she was in the mentorship doing what I teach you guys to do with finding these grants, being ready for these opportunities, etc. So she's already won in my book. Her husband is telling her the same thing, like, you got this, you already won. So we're going to be working together to get her pitch ready, for sure off screen, because now she got to go pitch live in person. That's Tay. Tay got selected yesterday. So she's one of our recent winners. She got selected. We got to find out how many, I'm big on the numbers, so we got to find out how many people applied for that opportunity. But she was one that was selected. And it's an opportunity funded by a bank. And she's one of the featured pitches. They only selected people from 3 states. And so she's representing the state of New York. Ain't that cool? And she's like, when she applied, she kind of just did it, to be able to check something off the list. She wasn't tripping, like, I really hope I get this. And when she got it, she was like, oh my gosh, I got it. So she had her moment. Same thing you've been through, Ashley, especially the first time. It's that first time jitters and nervousness and anxiety. So we had our call yesterday and, celebrated together, talking fast, over talking each other, excited about the next phase. And now she is on board. So she you and I wrapped up, and then now she's taking your place. So for the next 30 days with her, we're going to be working together, talking her through the small business pitch competition in person because it's different. The two that I've won so far have been virtual. So one was live virtual with a live audience and a panel of judges and somebody taking score literally, timing me and everything. And then one was pre-recorded, which meant I got a chance to go back and edit and re-say stuff and shorten it, tell a better story and add some animation stuff. But in person, chat is a whole nother story. So, we getting her ready. And she is ready. The fact that she's already been selected and she gets to go enjoy herself. So her husband already booked her flight and booked her hotel. He's like, you already there. So yeah, I'm letting her work out all the nerves, and then we're about to get to business very soon and meet her deadline of being ready to get on that stage and rock it. I'm so excited for her, for you, for everybody in the crew who is like opening up the learning portal, learning the information little by little as you can, as you have time to, and then, amen, putting it into action and seeing it work. That part is what is so exciting. Like, I never, because that's what Tay said. She's like, I never doubted you. I never not believed that you knew what you was talking about. I'm experiencing seeing myself having done what you told me to do, and now seeing like, oh, okay. So it's surreal at the moment. So we're giving her a minute to like process, because I'm like, enjoy this. You never get this initial one back. It only gets better and higher from here. But that first one, just being selected, just submitting that video, finding that opportunity, doing what I told y'all to do, researching this stuff, and seeing this is how you win grants. So it's not just about finding a list of grants and throwing out a lot of applications. You got to have a good application. And she did. She sent me her video. We critiqued it here live on GPA, right here on TikTok. I told her it was a good video for her very first one. She had great quality, visual, etc. And she said, as soon as I said it was good, she hit submit and sent it, and it got selected. I was like, I told you it was good, you know. So now they've sent her like down to business. Send us your copy of your Schedule C and tax packet. They're like, show us you filed your taxes. Send us your EIN number. What else did they do? They got the business. And that's what surprised. I was like, yeah, when they know that you're one of their selected people, they will send you that email. And your goal is to get it in before their deadline. Tell them, you know, you intend to participate, confirm that you know you have been selected, and follow their process to a T. And so when they told her, hey, you know, you're going to be here in person, here's what we're expecting from you. And it was everything I teach y'all in action. 51% business owned, based in the United States, over the age of 18, got your paperwork together and ready to roll. And so she was ready. She had all that. She sent it right away. And now we're about to like fine tune that pitch so well that when we come back from her, I'll be ready to open up more one-on-one spots, as well as our new group coaching program, helping you guys focus on the parts of finding and applying for and winning these grants and grants opportunities, because it's deeper again than trying to get somebody to hire and do it for you. It's about learning this skill on such a deep level that you can go out and repeat this process. And that's what you're supposed to be doing, getting better with every grant application. Hello, Busy. We were talking about you earlier, girl. You missed it. We was gossiping about you. Oh, girl. You missed it, girl. Welcome back. So I'm just hanging out with y'all live. Just got back from the farmer's market. Got me some goodies so that I don't have to leave the house at all. I didn't even realize I hadn't been outside all day yesterday and most of the day today. So I had to take me a nap, get that second wind. I've had a full large cup of coffee because their coffee is Colombian, honey. I love a good Colombian coffee, dark roast. So it stood not a chance. By the time I left there and got here, which was a 30-minute drive, I had drank that whole cup. And so I'm up. Amen. So I'm here with y'all. I'm also doing some homework for my coach, my new coach, because I have a goal to finish her program before the end of the year, even though it's supposed to take us the year to do it. But not me. Not me, coach. Not me. Isn't an angel investor someone who invested in your business that remain anonymous? Let's do some research together. You ready? I know I talk about it in the book, but let's look it up. So I got my Baperta here. So I'm gonna say, ask Mr. Google what? Oh, somebody called Google their cousin the other day, and I loved it. So Google is now our cousin. Okay, so we're gonna go to cousin Google and ask it what is a, what did you say? Angel investor cousin. Let me see if it'll define it for us. Really simple terms. An angel investor provides initial seed money, aka startup capital, for startup businesses. It's the same thing a grant does. However, angel investors usually do this in exchange for ownership and equity. So remember, we talked about that earlier. You have to be willing to give up, sell, give away a portion of your ownership in your company. But grants have what's known as no expectation of equity. So you don't have to sell or give up a portion of your company for the grants that we win in the for-profit space. Hello, Shelby. Welcome. Thank you for letting me know you're new. I'm not even hype yet, which is crazy. This is normal. You know, I'm normally just off the chain. So I don't even feel the caffeine yet. I was speeding home, though. I didn't realize it. So I was floating a little bit. In the dark, in the rain, in Atlanta, which is just no. Okay? But I made it home safely. Thank you, Jesus. And it'll hit right before I want to go to sleep. I'll be up. I only slept about an hour and a half last night. But I took a good nap today. So my schedule will be off just a little bit. But I'm going to get this work done. I know that. So I wanted to start with y'all, catch y'all before y'all go to bed. And just let y'all know I'm up. So if y'all want to talk, y'all better talk. Amen. Okay. So we're talking about angel investors. So A, they want you to sell a portion of your business. Shelby, I would love to coach you through that if you would like. So let me know if you want to come on the live, because people have been asking about funding for their podcast, and I want to help you with that. So you can come on audio or video, and I can coach you through how to get qualified and find opportunities for your podcast. Let me know. Just put volunteer or me, or send an invitation to come on the live with me, and I can coach you through that, because I really want to. So, angel investor gives you seed money to start up your business. Usually in exchange for ownership and equity in your company. The angel investor may be involved in a series of projects, meaning they're going to tell you what to do. So think of Carol's daughter. I think they said the crayon case. What's her name? Super Scent. Think of the black-owned businesses, Mielle, the hair product. All of these big companies that got big and sold their companies. Think of them and what ultimately happens to their product. And now we mad at them because they're no longer black-owned, but these white people and Asian people are behind these companies, and things are changing in the formula. And now the whole community that they used to serve is now mad at them. That's kind of what angel investors lead to. They're going to change some things. Sometimes they'll flat out buy you out and own your product, and you have no say. They can bring you back in as an employee or a consultant, but it'll never be yours again. So that's an angel investor. Now, grants are technically investors that let you keep 100% of your ownership, which is why they ask you to be at least 51% owner in your company, because that means you make all the decisions, even if you have investors. But you're the boss. You have the final say so. Your name is on the checks, the contracts, the invoices. Nothing happens. No major decisions are made without you. So they want the founders. They want the CEOs. They want the owner of the businesses applying for these grants. And they do not want equity in your company. They just want to be an investor. And so you can still get that same funding to start a business, to grow a business, without giving up your money. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I believe in education. And this is part of our education process. So I talk about angel investors in the Finding Funding ebook that's in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. So for those of you who, want a little bit of an explanation, there's that. I know there's a difference between angel investors and venture capitalists. So let's ask Cousin Google, what is a venture capitalist? Venture capitalists, or VCs, are private equity investors who provide capital to young companies with high growth potential. So you have to prove that your business is worth like millions of dollars. Think Shark Tank. Okay. They also ask for equity in your company. And so they have certain criteria that they look for in the people that they invest in. And they're usually, the venture capitalists themselves are worth a lot of money. They have a lot of connections. But again, they're going to give you this money. They're going to expect equity. You're going to lose some of your voting power in your company, depending on how you have it set up. But yeah, they help support starting and growing a business as well. So it's good to be educated, but it's also good to compare apples to oranges. If you're going to continue on the grant game path, keep in mind that they are investors, but they don't ask for equity. And you win and you keep your winnings and you decide how to distribute that versus someone telling you what you can and can't do in the company that you founded, etc. Any other questions, y'all let me know. She said it'll never be the same again. Thank you. I just read that in your book and thought it was something different. It's what I put in the book because I'm sure I looked it up before I put it in there because I understand it differently. And I've been following, I think she's an angel investor here on TikTok, and she mentioned how she's with a group of people that pool their money together to look for companies to invest in. So sometimes it'll be more than one investor. Think Shark Tank, when two of the sharks go in on a business, and now you got to split equity with them and you. And if you already had a partner, or if you had a co-founder, if you already had other investors, you're losing like more and more control of your own company. You're exchanging it, that sweat equity. So I hope that helps. Let me know if y'all have more questions. I'm happy to answer those questions. You are welcome, Ashley. Cousin Google is very helpful for me because I be needing a refresher too. Said, I feel like I need you for everything. That's what my brain is here for. I put everything I know about the beginning phases of finding these grant opportunities, making sure you're going into it educated. Our whole mission is about economic empowerment. I feel like Black women, for-profit, small business owners can make some really good decisions with the right information. Yep, so between Google and ChatGPT, girl, it's off the chain. She said, Google is my phone a friend. I love it. Okay, you said you confused yourself. Yeah, I bring it up in the book so y'all will know because we're in the non-traditional phase, the debt-free stage of funding. And so that means that unlike venture capitalists, they're going to give you money, but you got to pay that back with interest. But grants in the for-profit space is debt-free. You don't owe anyone. You're not selling your company and you don't have to give them your profits. So let's say you get a grant. You go out, let's say you use your grant to grow your business. You keep those profits and distribute it in your own company. Hire the people, spend the money on what you would like, versus a venture capitalist is going to restrict that, tell you what they want to invest in, take some control of the company. But you gotta understand both sides. Just like we talk in the mentorship about nonprofit and for-profit. You want to at least be educated on both sides. That makes you even more powerful when you go put your applications in. So it builds up like this skill of like, I got the knowledge of what the opposite side looks like, which makes me make an even more educated decision on the type of funding that I need and why. Just like when I started my very first business, I did something, it was called, I think it's called Burning Plan, but it was here in Atlanta with a co-work space I was a member of, and I had to pitch my business in front of some of the members of the space, and they kept asking me this one question about my business: why was I not an S Corp? But nobody could break down what an S Corp was and why I should be one, and I proved to them why I didn't need to be one, and they never asked me that question again. So you need to be educated about both sides, so that you make the best decision for your business and you're not influenced from somebody who really don't even know what they're talking about. So I believe in education. And that's one of the core values of Black women in grants. That's why I show up for you guys, making sure we have the knowledge we need to find the funding that's best fit for our business. So when y'all go out and find these grants, they're a perfect fit. And when you win this funding, it's like a match made in heaven and can lead to so many other good things. Ashley, did you get your application in today? I think it ended today with the one I just sent y'all. I'm not sure, but I didn't want you to miss getting flued out and all that good stuff that came with that opportunity. What other questions you guys got? Let me know. I said I was gonna talk myself through all of the things, like the basis I teach. Yeah, you gotta have proof of taxes too for that one, Ashley. So make sure you got your paperwork ready. They ask for a picture, or your profit and loss statement. So get it in, my friend. I think they're on California time. I'm not sure, so double check. What other questions y'all got for me? Let me know. So I teach you about finding, applying for, and winning grants and grant-funded opportunities as a Black woman for-profit small business owner. And then I teach you one of our secret formulas, which is apply, 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 but what that means in detail. I teach you what to look for in a grant, aka those perfect fit opportunities. Ain't nothing like a perfect fit. Like, this was really made for me. It feels good. It feels like a really good fit. It's what I've been looking for. So I teach you what to look for. I teach you what to look out for, especially scams. Because we get caught up in this space of wanting to win so bad, wanting to make stuff happen, wanting to get a win under our belt, get some money. And we become desperate. It's financially desperate. And that is breeding ground for scammers. And so you want to know the signs of not getting scammed. I know Comatose mentioned she's lost $5,000 through a scam. One of our mentees, Brenda, has lost a couple hundred. Ashley lost a couple hundred. People are getting scammed every day in these grant streets. So you got to be educated on what to look out for so that you don't fall for it, ice cold. So we talk about that. What to look for, what to look out for, and then what to look forward to, honey. That first win. It's like the butterflies in your stomach. Your brain is spinning. It ain't setting in yet. You can't sleep. Tay got her email yesterday, and she emailed me at 2 this morning. I was up too, girl. I'm excited too, So I might be up on TikTok, but I was up. So when you know what to look for, and then you know what to look out for, then you know what to look forward to. Like, you clear the cobwebs, you got a path, straight and narrow, and it's one that you don't have to carve out yourself, because I've paved the way. Ashley's paving the way. She created a grant tracking worksheet for you guys in the mentorship that you can literally follow. What my coach calls the breadcrumbs. Follow the footsteps. Go apply for the links to the same grants Ashley applied for. She put it in the grant tracking worksheet in the mentorship. So click those links, read about it, see if your business is eligible, and go put your application in. Amen? So when you know what to look forward to, you're looking forward to the same winning opportunities that I've had and that other ladies in our program are having as we speak. Some of them are getting their checks and cashing in. They're reinvesting the money. And that's what I love, like that increase of impact. That's what grants are supposed to do. It's not supposed to be your end all be all to cash flow problems in your business, because they don't want to be that. They don't want to be your sugar daddy or sugar mama, because we got Black women that's writing these grant checks too now. I done got 3 of them so far from a Black woman. Okay. You said my CFO is walked in on your live. Hey, CFO, how are you? Congratulations on your future promotion. Amen. She said her future business is to educate 10 to 20 year. Oh, fun. I love it. We need that. Because I was thinking in high school with I had some good mentors. They got me through life, like the basics, like just survive, just live, okay? Here's how you just live from day to day. But if I would have had a financial advisor, a health coach, tutor in college, I got the basics down pat though. I did end up getting paid to go to school. And my mentor that got me through school just passed away. So she did what she was supposed to do. The mentor, you hear me? Dr. Isabella T. Jenkins here in Atlanta. So she really carried it. And I love her for that. I wish, and I had an inkling, because I knew I wanted, when I got them refund checks that she hooked me up with, I was like, I should take this and invest in real estate. It was just a thought, because I seen so many abandoned houses around the college campus. But then I also knew students don't really pay their rent. I was one of them at one point, till she got me together. And so, if I would have did that, being rich, y'all wouldn't know me though. I would probably be on a secluded island somewhere, minding my business, sipping a coffee at 9 at night. But I'm here in Atlanta doing it, talking to y'all. So same thing, right? Rich in everything. Same thing, okay? So I've been able to still win through the grants, through the scholarships. That's one thing my mentors got me. So maybe I did have financial coaching, but just in a different form. Got over $100,000 to go to school, free housing for 10 years. Both of the cars I drive today funded by grants, scholarship checks, refund checks. All because I applied, knew the right people, got mentored. So, okay, I got my education. Therefore, here I am giving back as a mentor over at blackwomenandgrants.com. 385 ladies. Amen. I know I would still be teaching. I would just be teaching y'all what I know, which is what I'm doing now that I think about it. It just wasn't as glamorous as you imagine, you know? You know, you thinking, oh, millionaire on a yacht. So there's that. So I'm still getting to mentor and help and give back like my mentors did for me. Ain't that a blessing? God is good. Won't he do it? Every time. So to have those dreams so young, I love that for your future CFO. Like, she about to get paid, babes. So y'all learn this skill of finding and applying for these grants and having in mind, hey, I want to use this skill to help other people. There is funding in your future. Amen. What other questions y'all got for me? I'm about to eat late. I got some, what is this? I'm in the kitchen. Y'all in the kitchen with me. Chicken Alfredo with pasta. It's already made. Fresh from the farmer's market. They food be so good. I'm just hoping this container is seeing this micro. Well, let me just go ahead and switch it. I don't want to blow nothing up. Hold on, y'all. Gotta find a fork. There we go. Okay. I can transfer it over so don't not catch on fire. Oh, Lord, it's a fire. What other questions y'all got about grants, grant funded opportunities, finding them, winning them, joining us in the mentorship? We are getting ready to close down our scholarship program very soon. So I wanted to extend the offer for you guys to come join us. Those of you who are not in the mentorship as of yet. It is a first come, first serve opportunity, and we got so much fun stuff coming up. Y'all ain't ready. I know I've been saying it for a long time, but it takes a long time to pull this stuff off. And so we've established some partnerships and future opportunities that you got to be ready for. Plus, I got a new coach that's just bad to the bone, honey. She's the first black millionaire in our other coaching program we're both a part of. So I just hired her last weekend. And I'm giving myself 90 days to learn and implement everything she has taught so far. And so far, so good. I've been powering through her information. Listen to all 200 of her podcast episodes. Like y'all should be doing. Okay, the app is due Monday. Okay, they must have extended it. Because I know when I heard about it, we had like 4 days. So are you going to do any boot camps in the future? When y'all listen to the boot camps we've already done in the mentorship. Because them take a lot of work too. And as we know, I'm in my healing era. All 200. It was a 200. It might have been. Yeah, it was right at 200. So she got 200 episodes. I've listened to all of them. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Our coach, her and I coach, she got 400 episodes. I've listened to all of those. So, yeah, your girl been learning. That's why I be like, y'all better be ready. You think, because you already told me why I know so much. Girl, I be learning from the best. So my last two coaches have been millionaire coaches, women. So I got some good stuff I want to share with y'all, but y'all got to make it through the basics first. Go join this mentorship and come on. So yeah, we're about to open back up. Ashley, I know you did our 5-figure funding earlier this year, was it? Yep, it was in February of this year. So by February of next year, chill, get ready. I'm excited. What other questions y'all got? Let me know. Any other questions? Said not the I told you I was warming up my food. Y'all think I'm playing. Welcome to a day in the life. Come with me as I eat and talk to you guys. Just off camera. You're welcome. You don't want to see this. I'm just hoping it's as good as it looks. Okay. Oh, look at this. It looks so good. Yesterday, I had some collard greens from there. Which made me go back today and get some more. I took all they had. Now y'all gotta go make some more for the next person because I'm gonna eat good. That's one thing about me. So, you said I'm going to brain overload. That's a good place to be though. That's like, to me, brain overload is equivalent to runner's high. And it's like, ooh, okay, now let me start creating my plan. What's next? So that's what I'm doing now, because I'm in overload too, but you can't tell, chair. You think it's the coffee. No, it's all this knowledge I done gained the last week alone. And then I got another coach. I talk about him all the time. He real jealous. So I can't tell him that I'm working with somebody else. I gotta wait. Gotta ease him into it. But he got me together yesterday real nicely. In only the way that he could, because he knows my business. Because he taught me some of the stuff that I know. So I'm thankful for my coaches and those that I'm learning from and being able to bring this information back to y'all. They keep me in brain overload. Because just when I thought like, oh, I'm coasting, I'm comfortable, I'm doing well. No, you could do 2x that. He the one got me here with y'all outside of my regular scheduled hours. I was like, I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's like, you can go live every day, right? I was like, oh, why I be telling you stuff? You be believing in me. Man. And then I go do it. He might be listening. I think he is. I think he got a stalker account. He don't think I know. He be trying to act like he don't know TikTok. You know how to get on here. The great part is, I would say the same thing in conversation with him and do. So it ain't gonna be nothing he ain't heard before. I'm his biggest success story. So I know he be keeping tabs. He's trying to act like he don't. I know he be watching. So there's that. But he's been my mentor for 5 years. Is that 5 years? Since 2019. Got me here. Keeps me out of my head. Because I be like, I'm just gonna go take a nap. Shut it down. Give up for the day. By the time we finish talking, I'll be up, drinking coffee, cleaning up, going for a walk, motivated. So you got to stay surrounded by a community. And so because I get poured into and my coaches hold that space for me, I'm able to be here with y'all. And I love it. That's what coaching is all about. So making coaching accessible through mentorship is one of my goals for Black women in business. That's why we're here. But yeah, he be listening, child. He think I don't know, but I do. He be knowing more about TikTok than I do. We'll be gossiping. That'd be my favorite part. I love talking about scams and stuff. It's just fascinating. So we be talking about that and just sharing the tea, child. He says it's gonna be delicious. Let me try it. Let me say my grace. Hold on. Hey man, y'all heard my stomach growling? I was trying to wait. Yeah, that is good. Okay. Got mushrooms in it. Marie Callender, who? Farmer's Market best. So forgive me for smacking, but I'm gonna eat. What other questions y'all got? Let me know. If you haven't asked a question and you just hear ear hustling, ask a question. Oh, Shelby. Shelby, you still here? You want to chat? You should have been like, I sent my request. I see your request. So if you still want to chat, put ready in the chat and we can coach you through the grants. You just been waiting. You could have told me, girl, I would have been had you on here. My bad. I just happened to check our attendee list here and your invitation. Let me accept and let's talk.
Hello.
Hey, Shelby Arrington, how are you?
I am so awesome. And my Heavenly Father is so good.
Yeah. Don't start nothing in here.
No, no, no. I gotta give him the glory. I'm not gonna be no holy roller and can't be no earthly good. But
Okay.
I got to give him his kudos. I got to give it up.
I agree. What'd he do, girl?
I've
What'd he
been walking
do?
around in this house talking to him all night long.
All right
I come
now.
back in my bedroom and sit
Mm-hmm.
down
Mm-hmm.
and trying to put my phone on the coffee table just to veg out and watch 2020 or some of these crime shows. And I don't even know how my phone flipped to you.
Uh-oh, Shannon Sharp. I mean, hello?
I started listening to you,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, are you? I
Hello? Jesus?
are you kidding me?
Right.
So
Tell us more about who you are and what you do. Let's start there and then we'll talk about the podcast.
I'm a 57-year-old Black female that
Uh-huh.
started a podcast at 55 that had no intention of doing so. That was him pressing me to. I like telling stories. So
Mm-hmm.
the stories that the podcast is on YouTube. I have quite a bit of content out there over the last 2.5 years, telling all types of stories. Like one was a friend of mine. Her daughter was murdered in Chicago. Unfortunately, it took them 70 days to find her. She was dismembered and thrown off of a bridge. Story has been sought after by Discovery ID. Everybody, she gave me the interview talking about how she made it through. She's raising her grandkids. And all the stories is just, to let people know, no matter what you do, what you're going through. One is a drug addict story of my cousin. Actually, he was 44 years an addict and got married last year for the first time, 65 years old, living a life of whale watching, going to church, doing all kind of social services, and talking about just how the grace carried him through all of his madness. I
Okay.
just want to meet people in their place. I've always in my early years allowed condemnation to get in my way. And I never struggled with addiction, never gotten in trouble. 30-year employee of the Georgia Lottery. Just normal life, church girl, divorced. Just the normal. Took care of my mom the last 7 years of her life here with me. I'm an only child. My dad was already dead. Didn't have kids. Just the normal lifing. But for some reason, I've always loved stories and been intrigued by people's triumphs and how they come out, not looking like what they've been through, because that's my testimony too. But there was
Wow.
always this little condemnation in my head saying, You don't deserve that. You don't need that. You can't. All of this foolishness. And I want people to be delivered from that sooner than I was. So stories of all types make people aware and information of all types. That's why I call it Safe Space. So it's Safe Space with Shelby Arrington on YouTube. So it's quite a few like little short inspirational vitamins, but there's quite a few shows on there of all types of different topics of stories. So
So
that's me real quick.
thank you for that, because I got more questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready, girl.
Okay. So, what do your listeners of the podcast get out of you telling people's testimonies and triumphs? What do they get?
The little feedback that I've gotten over the last 2.5 years is the circumstances of the stories. Met them at their place of need and gave them, like you were talking about, your coach was pouring into you so you could pour into us. The stories give them encouragement to keep going. The stories give them information as to where to begin to deal with whatever they're dealing with. The stories tell them that person made it, I can too. The
Right.
stories tell them maybe I need to get this God thing a try. I can't tell you how to do that. I can't tell you what religion to be. I can't tell you. What I can tell you is that it works, it's real. And no matter what you've done, where you've been, how low you have gone, it's always hope.
Okay, so it's a part of your ministry.
It is. It is. It's a part of a ministry because I tell people at the beginning of the show, it's a place of exchanging ideas. It's a place of encouragement. It's a place of information. And because I've always loved stories, I think sometimes people are more prone, because of the way I get information outside of research, is to listen to it through examples or stories, especially if there's some similarity to yours.
Right. Okay, so you're sharing stories of testimonial, of triumph. You're encouraging people to keep going and kind of giving them a template for what other people are going through. Because sometimes it seems like we may be going through this, it's just me, until you find out, like, wait a minute, I'm hearing some similarities in this story. If they can make it through that, I can. Okay. So now you're in the ministry of encouragement, empowering, and that's the story that you tell a grant. They won't just give you money because you got a podcast. It's a billion podcasts out of here,
Oh no.
and so many don't need to be out of here. But your goal is to talk through the mission behind why you're doing what you do.
Okay.
Everybody on the grant board ain't gonna be Christian, ain't gonna be saved, ain't gonna know the Lord. So you have to learn how to minister through your words without beating them over the head. Like I said, be a holy roller.
That's right.
So
And that's what I'm
you
working
need to
on.
dig deeper into the stories that you tell, plus your own story as to why you started this podcast, what your story was behind it, because they're going to ask you that. What is your founder's story? Why did you do it? What is this helping you do? What will winning a grant help you do? So let's talk through that real quick. What would you getting money to help fund the mission and the ministry behind your podcast, what would that help you do? Like, what do you plan
I
on
think
using the funds for?
it would broaden me being able to reach a larger audience because I've been spending money the whole 2.5 years. And I spend money every month, probably to the tune of some months $300-400, whatever, because it's gotten to the point that I need some help. I have some help with facilitating the actual nights that I do the recordings because I do them by Zoom. Some of them are edited, some of them are just done live, and we just post them straight. You'll see if you have an opportunity, and we can go further because I'll go over and join your organization. You'll see on the YouTube, some of them are edited, some of them are just. Most of them are just slightly edited with a cover page, for lack of a better term, giving you the title of the show and telling you who's on the show. So I need help. I need marketing help. I need development help of the product. And then I have 2 other things that I'd like to do as well. That's what I'm doing now. I have a huge interest, and I've done some research about African American women in this industry. And I have a little training, but I want to go further with it. And that's a fragrance line. I love fragrance. I'm always somewhere sniffing something. And I think with the little training I have a gift there. So I'd like to take that further. And I also like to have a book of a compilation for Safe Space that tells these stories to when this grows into a larger audience, that we become a community that interacts, and that I need something tangible to say, here, this is who we are. I need to develop marketing materials, social, is some written, but mostly a larger social media presence. So all of it is just not being funded by me. I'm funding everything, and I have been for the last 2.5 years.
So that's what you tell a grant. So that's called business expansion. Put the fragrance to the side because it ain't got nothing to do with the podcast. You asked about
No,
podcast,
it
so that's
doesn't.
why I wanted to help you.
Okay.
But if you tell a grant that over the next 12 months, you could see yourself expanding the story to reach more of a global, maybe even international audience through the stories that you tell on your podcast through a book. Now you need to hire a book coach, an editor, a front and back cover designer, a printing company, pay for shipping. That starts to approve a budget of actually where money and funding would go
Gotcha.
versus just a lady with a podcast,
No,
So
that's
you're
this is
still
what I
telling
do.
the story. Go
I'm
ahead.
jotting this down as you were saying it, but you were saying it fast. But I got some of it, but I'll get it because I'm gonna go over because that's the direction that I needed. It's almost like, well, he did hear me, and he just said, "Here you go."
Mm-hmm.
And I heard you talking. I said, and I loved your personality in the way you spoke to the other ladies. It's very attractive in when you're in this space. So please just continue to be you and do what you do. Because I'm sure there are a lot of testimonies of what you've done for them and how you, like I heard you say the lady, I think you said her name was Tay in New York, that she
Yep.
was all excited and freaking out. And she's like, okay, talk me off of a ledge. That support is what we need in our lives. And so often you don't know where to begin to look to get it, to move forward with something that
Right.
you know that you can do.
Right. So that's what we do in the mentorship. So Ashley, she's one of our grant winners. She has already subscribed to your podcast, so you got a new subscriber.
Oh,
There's
thank
that.
you, Ashley. Thank you.
Comatose, who is applying for grants with her daughter. She has mentioned she's going to check out your podcast to get some inspiration.
That's
So
awesome.
this is a community of Black women supporting Black women
Thank you.
and pointing to each other and supporting each other. So that's what it's about. So yeah, come join us. We got a scholarship open tonight. If you want to claim that $97 spot, we'd be happy to have you.
Oh, I'd
And
love
just never
to.
know.
Really? Thank
Mhm.
you. So what do I need to do?
So go to blackwomeningrants.com real quick. I can talk you through it. Hold on while you do it. Let me know if you have questions, get stuck, etc.
Hold on, let's do this right now. I'm gonna grab
Okay.
my iPad, talk to you on the phone, and do it on the iPad.
Yes, ma'am.
It's right here
And for
with
those of
me.
you who are listening and following along, you can go to blackwomeningrants.com as well and come join us. The scholarships are open. As long as you get there and the button works, you should be good. We almost at our goal of how many women we want to help this year. So the quicker the better.
I am not on Terry.
Right.
And that was the old sisters used to
Right.
say.
You a church girl for real. I'm
I'm
right
not
there
gonna
with you.
Terry.
I love it. This is my type of carrying on. I love it.
You said Black women in grant writing, right?
Blackwomeningrants.com. Black women in
Gotcha.
grant. Put that S on the end.
I got it on there. Okay.
And then
Here we
scroll a
are.
little bit. You're going to see a picture of a beautiful Black woman. I know
She's
her
gorgeous
personally.
with a white blouse and yellow, and I like all of that.
That's her pretending to be writing so I can get that glamour shot.
Get that.
Look right under her picture where it says, click here to join the Grant Game Mentorship.
ebook or register now.
Register. Do that one.
Okay.
And just follow those prompts and let me know if you get stuck or need help. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes. And
We're
you'll be.
doing it right now.
Ashley, you said OMG on this grant app that I emailed you. I didn't think I made the minimum revenue to qualify. Well, I send you. You know I be forgetting what I send y'all, so you got to remind me. I had to dig through the archives to find out. I sent you the L'Oreal grant you won. I was like, what? I'm about to take my credit. Okay, you said in sales, but then I realized I've made
The
that
code.
in grant. Wow, Ashley. Congratulations, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to celebrate in a minute. I'm in 2 different conversations right now. Okay. I was also trying to capture my thoughts as I talk to y'all about what some of the concepts are that I teach y'all in the mentorship. So, I'm doing 3 things at one time. Then I realized I made that. Girl, that's a flex, honey. I made that in grant. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Y'all can put other topics you want to talk about too. We're gonna help Shelby get signed up, and then we're gonna talk some more. So if y'all got more questions, put them in the chat. Shelby, let me know if you need me now. I'm here. I'm taking the last 3 bites of this pasta, which was really good. Y'all were right. 10 out of 10 would have it again. So now y'all ain't gotta listen to my stomach growl. I've made me a concoction to help me not cough my lungs up. So I'm good to go and be up for a minute. Let food digest and get some homework done.
Okay, I'm about to charge. Do I need to? But you said, do I? Okay, it has my card. Do I need to go ahead and charge this or?
Yeah, so it lets you in. It's only
Okay.
$97.
Okay. Hold on.
It's for
I
the
gotta
full
put
year.
my. Gotcha. Let me get my card because it needs the 3-digit code off the back.
Girl, I got mine memorized, so I
You
be
know what I
clicking so
normally
much.
do? Now, see, we have a few similarities. You said allergies. I'm over here trying to
Oh,
keep from
yeah.
choking. I
Okay.
love pasta. I love the DeKalb Farmers Market. When you said Columbia Coffee, I felt like
Yes.
it. I love that place. And
Yes.
and then you said something else. I said, okay, this is getting scary. And I normally have mine memorized, but I just had to replace it. So
Oh, okay.
I'll
Yeah,
get it down.
really say the
Let's see.
part.
454.
So try mullein tea. What's mullein tea? Come and tell us what's in it. Some stuff I can't have. I'll have an allergic reaction. My body is just very unique, but I can't have like hibiscus, which tastes so good, but it gives me severe migraines. So I have to always check the ingredients of these teas because some of this stuff I can't have. But let me know. I'm open minded now. I love some good natural medicine. Did I tell y'all about my dental visit the other day? Tay tried to get me to talk about it. I wouldn't talk about it. I wasn't ready. I had to be coached through it. It wasn't bad. But y'all let me know if y'all want the tea, because I'll tell you. I need to start talking through it so I can know I'm healing. Y'all know I got dental trauma. So I had been to the dentist in about 4 years because I had dental trauma. I don't want to talk about that part, but I started going back. And now they did a full x-ray and they saw some type of growth, he said, in my gums. So he wouldn't do my fillings, which is what I had went in for, paid for, but they were scared to touch it. And because I am healing from the trauma from 4 years ago, my blood pressure was super elevated. I was nervous. I'm literally in the chair having a panic attack, but I played it cool. I knew that's what it was. So yeah, they would not do my fillings because they didn't want to mess anything up. And now I have to go see an oral surgeon to get a biopsy to see what the growth is so that I don't lose a row of my teeth.
Oh no.
So it's really serious. I don't think it's going to be as serious, but he didn't know because he's not a specialist. So y'all pray for me. We're going to go to the specialist. I got to get some things together and find us a good oral surgeon But I'll keep y'all posted. I'm bringing it up because I had been sharing this with our crew here. And yeah. So my coach said your teeth are a part of your identity. And I had never thought of it like that. I've always had nice teeth. My mama didn't play that. She kept me at the dentist.
Mine too.
Yeah, bro. My mama took my teeth so serious. I'm like,
5, I remember going and then putting the
yeah.
gas on me. I had a pediatric
Ooh.
dentist. I think I'm
I've never
due.
had the gas. I want the gas.
Now, I'm going to tell you, because I had the gas, I had no dental trauma until October the 19th of 2023.
Wow.
My
See?
whole life, it has been, and I've had very strong teeth, no problems, nothing major until this, and it was really nothing major this time. Uh, you know, but what happened to me was major, but what I went in for wasn't major. It turned
I'm
into
hearing that more and more. We've had, even the coach that I just hired, like how you're saying you resonating with some of my stories. She told the story about that as well, and I loved her story because she also, pay out of pocket as an entrepreneur. That's like an honor to be able to do that. First of all,
it
and
is.
secondly, knowing that we have these stories of trauma, I didn't realize so many people had been through that. I'm thinking I'm over here struggling because I was about to cause some trouble in the dentist's office. I just had to walk out when everything went down, but I determined to heal from it and not let
Uh-huh.
my oral hygiene go just because of one incident. So I got a new dentist, but now I need a specialist, and I think it's because of the time that I've been taking to heal and hadn't been getting seen and stuff. So we're gonna just pick up from here and keep moving forward and
I'm
continue to
done.
heal.
$97 paid, and you will
Okay.
heal. And if I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a couple of friends that I went to college with that they're not a surgeon, but they're Black females. They may know one. So if I come across one, I'll direct message you.
Oh, please do. I would love a Black woman dentist here in Atlanta.
There's a lot of them, and I'm looking for one now, especially since the one that I had was awesome, and she went out of business because she was a little older during COVID, and she just never came back. So I tried someone new that was not a Black female, and it didn't turn out well. So now I'm looking again.
Okay, good. So
Um,
everybody's look. So yeah, if you find somebody, let me know. But mine now has to be a specialist because of whatever is going on.
mhm.
But I would love like to start building up a new relationship because the dentist that caused me trauma had been going for 20 plus years, and it's all
Wow.
down the drain. Yeah, they kept me together, feelings, and I was to the point where I didn't even need cleanings. Like the little tech, she would get
Mhm.
mad. She like, you didn't leave nothing behind for me to clean.
Mhm.
My teeth be shiny.
Mhm.
But yeah, I need someone to care. Like I've been offered dental contracts to be the poster child for a dentist, even though they didn't help me get here. Like that's how much my oral hygiene has been upkept. My
Right.
mom like instilled that in me early,
They
but you
do,
got to
and you're
keep that
serious
up.
about it when they do.
Yeah.
I'm done. I have my receipt.
Yay. So check your email. I just sent you. Okay, you requested access, so I gave you access. So click that email that I just sent you and let me know you can get in.
Okay.
And let me show you where to go, like for step one.
Okay.
You say, yep, because if them grills ain't right, it affects self-image. For me, I didn't even realize, but it affects
But
other people's
it
image.
affects me too. When you're accustomed to your teeth looking right,
Right.
and it's not something you think about, but
Right.
it's in your mind's eye. So when you get up, when you look at yourself, even just to brush them, the least little difference in that, you see it because it's been the same your whole life, and it's just never been an issue. It just is.
And for me, that's the first thing people say when they meet me. Oh, you got a nice smile. You got some really nice teeth. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't even notice it because I'm used to it.
Yep.
But now that it's being impacted, it's like, wait a minute, I can't
Mm-hmm.
lose this. And so that's what my coach helped me with.
It just
Girl,
is.
I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do. He's like, that's part of your image. I was like, you're right.
but you
So
never
yeah,
think about it, you know?
no, because it's
Okay, come
very
on. I don't have the email yet. It'll probably be here
okay.
shortly.
Check your spam because so your receipt will come from one email and your confirmation will come from. You know what?
Mm,
Just click on. Let's see. You should have two emails by now. Um.
I just have the
Okay.
one.
Click the
Wait
check
a minute.
spam.
Maybe. Wait a minute. Let me check this. Well, no, that's something else. Okay, I'll check my spam.
Okay. Check spam. Let me know. Oh, what I was saying is it's gonna come from my ministry email. So look for Data Ministries.
Dana.
Data, D A
Data.
T A.
DATA. Okay.
That's where the access to get into the portal comes from.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Spam.
I'm trying to think of. Okay, you got the receipt, so it got the right email.
The receipt
Then I
came.
saw you click the link, and then it should have sent you a confirmation email saying you've been granted access. Let me forward it to you, and let me see if it'll send it again. And it's going to your Gmail.
No, it's a Comcast.net.
Oh, that so it has the Gmail. That's the one you requested. Do you have access to that
Oh, you
one?
know what? That's what's going on. Let me check
Uh
this
huh.
activity. Yeah, because it took me in through Google, and I just always go to my my Comcast.net because I use that most. Okay, so
Okay.
let me get to this. Shelby Arrington 2 at gmail.com. That's the
Yep.
problem.
That's the one I sent it to.
hmm Okay, let's get this right.
Now you can send a request from your Comcast if you would like, and I can let you in through that one as well, so that you will
That's
have
because, yeah.
access through both. Like whichever one you check the most, because that's where you're going to remember where it is. Uh-oh, TikTok might be going out. Can you hear me? Y'all, I'm full now. I'm excited. As long as I don't get itis, I should be good. What other questions y'all got? Night owls, y'all be up late too. I was like, I'm gonna go on here for an hour. Here we are, an hour and a half later. Busy's phone died. Wow, you didn't charge your phone and came back. I know I've been on here for a minute. Welcome back, Busy. You back from your beach? Where did you go? I know somebody's going to Virginia soon. I forgot who that is. You made it back. Took us to the beach with you. Y'all are some world travelers. Shelby, you still there? Let me know if you can hear me. If not, no worries. We got you logged in. That was the main thing. And I wanted to show you the welcome packet. You back?
Yes,
Okay.
I was checking my email on my phone that to send you the
Oh,
request for
yeah.
Comcast. It's my name, my full name at Comcast.net. Can you just shoot it to that and then I'll go through it?
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me do it while you're on here so I don't forget. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is forward it and then you let me know it works.
Okay.
But then, let me see. No, let me just do it like you said because I want to make sure it goes directly there and not put you back in Gmail. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I rarely use that.
Okay, so your first
And last.
Shelby
Mm-hmm.
Arrington at Comcast.net.
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to send this to you. Your access code. And let me get the code from you so that it can register this one too. Do you have any other questions for me? Anything else on your mind you want to chat about grants and winning it for your podcast? Did you kind of grasp the concept of it's bigger than just having a podcast and like, being able to tell your story behind it? Let me know if you can still hear me. I don't know if it'd be my connection or TikTok itself, but
It's yes and no. It was kind of fast, but I got the gist of
okay.
what you were saying. I need to
Okay.
make them understand the purpose, the slash mission. I need to tell my story as to why I began it. And I jotted down that I need a book coach because I do. I need marketing.
Mhm.
I need help to reach the worldwide audience. It's what
So
I
even
put.
like, because some people start with the basics of like equipment for the podcast. Do you have all that already?
I have basic equipment, but no. But so I do need I have some lighting. I do all of my taping through an iPad or iPhone. So that's really that's basic equipment.
So if I were you, I would start building your budget of what it takes to upgrade your studio.
Okay.
Everything from your microphone, your camera, your ring lights, where you house the recordings, how they're uploaded to make sure you get the best sound quality. Some podcasts hire a podcast producer to handle the technical part of it, from designing the thumbnail to editing to cleaning up background noise, taking out your ums and your breaths and your slicing it up into social media pieces because you talked about marketing. So you need someone that can help you strategize that whole plan. So that's an employee that you want to apply for grants on behalf of as well, but you have to tell their story of,
Gotcha.
for example, let's say you go on a site like a Fiverr and you find somebody in Kenya that's a
Hmm.
podcast producer. You can talk about hiring a Black woman podcast producer in Kenya whose US dollar means more and worth more over there. They can feed their family, all because the grant allowed you to bring them on board as your podcast producer. You see what I'm saying?
I do. Now let me ask you this so I get the gist of what you're saying. I have two people. Well, first I had a gentleman in Pakistan that did
Right.
some that I hired through an app that did some minimal marketing for me, minimal strategizing for me, as well as posting for me on my social media platforms. I had him in my employ from June of 23 to June of 24. Then I hired a young lady that's here local that does a little more. She strategizes, she gives a few ideas. And then I have a young lady that does the actual Zooms. She facilitates those for me through like a restream. Because initially I was streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same simultaneously on the nights that I did lives. And then she would do some minimal editing, put a little cover on it and post it, download it on my website and the platforms. So I need to take that to a higher scale, at a larger scale, and a more professional scale with like what you're saying. Am I receiving what you're saying correctly?
Right. So what you do is start where you came from. So you've hired one employee, talk about what they did,
Hmm.
and you're going to describe their duties because that freed you up. Having them on your team freed you up to go out and do what in your business?
Well, I recruited interviews and I facilitated the interviews. I have information. We have pre-interviews. We exchange information to get the interviews because they're not, well, a few, I can't lie. People have called me and said, hey, I want to do an interview, but most of them I have to pursue, do research,
Right.
find the stories. And it's time consuming.
So talk about that because you have to show how you're going from where you are, which is, um, time constrained, trying to do it all. You need help by hiring someone else that you can help employ from an underserved community, aka Pakistan, Kenya, wherever they are.
Hmm.
Here's how much you need to do that because you need to kind of factor in their salary for the first year. Talk about what they're going to be doing job description wise, what that will free you up to do, which leads you back to interviewing the right people to tell more and better stories, which also is going to contribute to you writing your book, um, which shows the grant how you're going to sustain your business because you're going to sell the books, right? You're not going to give them away.
No, no,
So,
this is for profit. That's what I'm trying to do. Right. It's
right.
not there now, but
So if a grant says, if we give you this funding, how will you continue to grow once the money is gone? Or if you don't win this grant, how will you continue to grow? You can still talk about, I plan on still hiring a team, employing someone from an underrepresented, underserved community, which pulls on the heartstrings of the grant check writers. By the way, that's a secret tip of telling that story.
Okay.
And also talk about I have plans to write this book, give them that timeline because it's showing that's called your growth goal, or we call
Okay.
it vision casting, where you're having to sell them the vision of where you're going with your book, regardless of if you win the grant or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you become more than just a woman with a podcast that's looking for a grant. No, you're a storyteller that's been doing this work. You're doing what's known as social impact, which is giving back to your community by helping them heal through these stories of tragedy, triumph, all that good stuff, telling testimonials. Now you're hiring a team from underserved communities. Now you're writing a book to help even more people globally, which is called business expansion. And then you're selling the grant on the vision of, wouldn't you like to be a part of something like this that's making a difference in the world?
Okay.
And when you
I
think
didn't think I
that,
would make it this far, honestly, but I just kept pushing. And when I really realized that I had made it this far, when I hit 2 years back in March, and I looked at the collage of stuff that I had manifested, I was actually shocked
yes, I love it.
because I have quite a bit of material. I just couldn't believe it. I've done authors, a number of, doctors that have done self-help books. I've done a psychiatrist. She was a black female from Jamaica, talked about her trauma growing up, coming from an abandoned situation with her dad, and her and her sister both are PhDs. I've interviewed both of them. One was a psychiatrist here in the ATL area. And then the other is a physical therapist. And they talked about their different positions in the family, one being older, and the black trauma that we have experienced that we carry in our family situations, even all the way back from slavery. That was such an interesting interview. And then it helps us heal, with coaching, with some of the things that we carry that we don't even understand why. That's been passed
Right.
down through generations in the way we think. So, anyway, I'm going to
So
look.
that part, the part of that vision that you sell is imagine you got this book now and you travel to conferences for psychiatrists, for therapists, for counselors, social workers, people who encounter other people with similar stories of trauma that are in your book. You're having interviews with those people at the conference. You're hosting breakout sessions. You're selling your books. You're getting hired to, do things at a larger level. That's the growth plan. You got to show a grant that their business or their funding for your business will be that seed that gets you started on this journey, but you got to paint that picture for them.
Okay, I guess what I need to become more proficient in is realizing, which is what I'm here for, realizing what they're looking for, and then I can pull from what my experiences have been in this 2.5, well, a little over 2.5 years now, with the interviews and the stories that I've to focus on the ones that will fit what they're looking for. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So that's why it's not just about you having a podcast. It's about you aligning what you're looking for funding for specifically, which is to grow your ministry, and what they're looking to grant the funding for. And so we
Gotcha.
have a 3-part storytelling class in the mentorship. So let me know you got your email because I did
Okay,
send it to your
let me look.
Comcast, and then I can show you where to go find that class to help you get started.
Okay. I see the receipt here. Let me look one more place.
Let me make sure I spelled your name right. And make sure I got your last name right. Okay, yeah, I sent it to Shelby Arrington at Comcast.net.
I don't know why it didn't come through, but it didn't. All I have is the receipt. The receipt came straight to me.
So I'm gonna give this one last try with the one you reply. So you email me from the receipt. Let me pull that back up. I just saw it. I don't know where it went. Oh, there we go. So I'm just gonna reply to your message from the receipt one.
Okay.
Yeah, because it came from your Comcast one. Okay, so this should work, hopefully. Okay, I just sent it again. Let me know you got it.
Okay.
It's just in reply to your receipt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through this stuff tonight, and I
She
might
said I
have
should know better than to come on live without a pen and paper. Yeah, you just never know what we end up talking about, girl.
I got all kind of. Oh, you speaking? Someone else said that.
Yeah, they're in the chat talking to me and you. Ashley
Okay.
said she's looking through some of her first grants she've applied for, and it's day and night. I love that. That's why I have y'all send me your first videos and your first grant application so we
Just
can look
came
back and see.
in. I
You
got it.
got it. Yay!
Yay!
Teamwork make the dream work. Okay, so when you open it,
It
click
says
request
click here.
access.
Uh-huh.
Let me make sure you can get in and get your welcome packet because that's where everything is to
Okay.
help you successfully go through the program.
Okay. Here's the welcome to Grant Game Mentorship Program. I see that. I see
Click that
the okay.
right there. Let me look at it with you. Let me see if I can open it.
Okay. It said click on each link for instant access to those parts of the program.
And so you're gonna start with 0 or
Mm-hmm.
number 1, whichever one you see first, and then
Mm-hmm.
go from there. I would follow that, but further down in the welcome packet, you'll see our 3-part compelling storytelling class. You can click on it and listen, but just make sure you don't skip the other stuff that come before it.
I won't.
And it's going to walk you through how to tell a story. You're going to hear the secret language that grants listen for. And this is coming from a $50,000 grant opportunity that told us how to tell our story. So I taught the class through what I learned by reading their fine print. And then Raven DuVernay up in Baltimore applied for a grant using this skill, and she has now won $100,710 using these techniques.
I think I read that somewhere about her, Raven. I remember seeing that on your page.
Oh, okay, yep. Her check is over there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty check with all the numbers, and she already got paid.
Praise.
So,
Yep.
yes.
I see that. I see the Grant Game Boot Camp, day 1,
All
day
of it.
2, all of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Click through it and take your time. Like Busy said, bring your pen and paper because you will be taking notes. If you have questions, I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern. I do pop-ups like this, but you can also simply just email me because you're in our mentorship as long as it's about what you're learning, what questions you got. The book is there, so you're going to enjoy that. There's an app that'll read the book to you as well, so you can bring your questions from the book, questions from any other videos you watch or listen to. And then if you find a grant, because it's a list of grants in the welcome packet as well, you can click the link. If you find one you're interested in and you need help working through how to answer some of those questions, just bring it here, and I'm happy to help coach you through it.
Well, thank you so very much.
Welcome. Any other questions? Anything else on your heart? Let me know.
Well, excuse me. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna get started just listening right now because I'm a little girl in a whole new land. But
And
I'm
it's a
gonna become
lot
a
of
big girl.
fun.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna become
it
a
is
big girl in this land.
you are. It's sooner than you think because it's only 24 hours worth of learning there. So this time tomorrow you can be done. Or you
Okay.
can take your time, but you got year-long access and you're going to learn something in every one of the trainings. So yeah, write it down and ask questions. That's what I'm here for, the engagement, the conversation, and to help y'all through this.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. If someone had told me that I would be doing this tonight,
What is your biggest takeaway?
my biggest takeaway so far is that I think this information is going to give me the what I've been thinking about for days and what I've been praying about for days, the additional funds to do what I want to do with Safe Space because it's just costing me money right now. And I have to keep going. But I was thinking to myself, okay, how are you going to strategize this? What are you going to do? And I want the knowledge. and who knows what it may lead to. So the takeaway is that you have a wealth of knowledge, and just listening to you talk, I believe, listening to you teach these courses that are here, they're very much so something that I can connect with, understand. All I have to do is put my time in and then move to
Amen.
the next step of looking for the grants and learning what to look for. Another thing you said that I really liked in listening to you, the ones that fit you, not just grasping for anything because you need the funds or want the funds or whatever, not being in a place of desperation for the grant. And that way you keep yourself from maybe dealing with some failures or some frustrations that you wouldn't have because it wasn't the right fit in the first place.
Yes, ma'am. That's it in a nutshell. You got it. You got the vision. I love it.
I just listened to you. That's all.
Well, thank you for listening and volunteering. I love talking to y'all. Some people just act like they super shy, comatose. We ain't gonna say nothing, but she came on with us yesterday, so you took her place
Okay.
today.
Well, I'm gonna put some notifications on here so I know when you come on because I'm in sales and so I'm flexible and kind of free all day. I work and I'm busy, but I can always manage my time where I can go jump in my car or their car, whatever car I'm in, and listen because I'm ready to learn.
I love it. So get busy, get as close to finish as you can. Ask me questions because we will have eventually, I'll have a very unique opportunity for those of you who are here in Atlanta or willing to get here. It's a very small space, but we're working on a partnership now in the city that's going to bring a few of y'all here with me to maybe do like a little coffee chat and talk grants about your business and how far you've come. So I'm excited about that. So
I
stay
am
tuned.
too. That sounds awesome.
I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned because you're in the mentorship now. So you'll be getting emails from me from time to time as well. Okay.
Perfect, perfect. And tell all the ladies thank you for subscribing. And I wish them awesome blessings with their businesses and their grants.
Thank you, Shelby. So nice chatting with you.
Same here, y'all. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Bye bye.
All right. Y'all got any other questions for me? Any type of takeaways or ahas or recaps with our chat from Shelby? I know. Thank you for that, Shelby. Business says thank you, Shelby. She said, I told you was on levy here. I love that. The work speaks for itself, right? Actually, I love that you're like timelining your first applications till now. Seeing how you grow. Like Shelby said, you're a big girl now. I love that. And this is just the beginning. It does seem like a lot of information because it is a lot, but once you learn it, you are unstoppable. Like I did a coaching call yesterday with one of my new coaches that's on the team, and she was just floored by how much I already knew from our coach's teaching because I listened and I absorbed the information, and now I can speak their language as well. Even though I'm new to the crew, I'm already having success and winning and having breakthroughs and ahas. So I know what it's like, y'all. I'm on that same side, coaching and being coached and learning. And it's all fun to me. I'm a nerd. So we can learn together and get this funding while there is funding to be got. Okay. What other questions y'all got for me? Let me know. I'm almost done with my homework. I finished my pasta. And here we are. I think I'm gonna have to use my throat spray in a minute. Excuse me. Any questions, y'all let me know. We're gonna have a self-care weekend. I get to do my facial. I got a steam machine and a Korean face mask that I really like. So I try to alternate weekends using it so I don't overdo it. But I think that's what we're gonna do. Put the face mask on, sit in front of the steamer, and woosah. I'm gonna eat real good based on what I just got at the farmer's market. and get some more homework done so that when me and Tay start building and working on her plan together, we hit the ground running at the top of next week. You got it too? I love it. It's so relaxing. Lasts for like 20 minutes. I'm like, just breathe. Woo. So I got to get myself in the headspace for that. One of my besties want to come through, her and her son, but I don't feel like entertaining. You got to get up and clean up and go places and have conversation. I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to talk her out of it. But we'll see. We'll see. So there's that. But those are my weekend plans. I hope y'all having fun this weekend too. My idea of fun is being at the house with a refrigerator full of food and ain't got to go nowhere. So mission accomplished. Amen. I'm proud of myself. I mastered adulting today. I went to the grocery store. Girl. Got it done. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. For those of you who have gone through parts of the program. So here's what I wrote down, because I'm trying to remember everything that I teach y'all about the concepts of playing what we call the grant game. So I know our basis is about finding and applying for and winning grants. That's like what we do for Black women, for-profit small business owners. One of the secrets we teach is to apply, which is also known as grant stacking or grant hacking, which Ashley has mastered. Applying for multiple grants at the same time, letting those checks roll in, $10,000 at a time, $5,000 at a time. Come on, Ashley Rankin, she rich. We talk about what to look for, what to look forward to, what to look out for. And then we go through researching and reviewing these grants and grant funded opportunities, making sure you feel good about it. And then we break down the rules, restrictions, and regulations. Am I leaving anything out? Do I usually talk about something that y'all hear me say over and over again that I haven't put on this list? I think I know one thing. We always talk about your grant application strategy. That's one thing. We talk about your grant application process. That's another thing we talk about. Anything else I'm missing, y'all? What y'all think? Let me know. Maybe I said them all, but I'm just trying to keep up with it because I teach a lot. I know. So I'm writing it down so I don't forget. And I'm proud of myself because I remember wondering what I was going to teach y'all. But the fact that I've been in here since March of 2023, 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, even from the hospital bed, I done taught y'all a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to remember that. Any final questions before we go? I think I got my list. That was one of my main goals while I sat here and talked to y'all, to write this list out. We're coming up on 2 hours. Y'all know I usually be struggling through the first hour, so we're doing good. But I'm about to wrap it up so that I can go watch some more videos from my coach. We got a class on Monday I want to be ready for. So I'm trying to get my studying done over the weekend. I am a true student to this, y'all, for real. But I love it. What was one aha moment or takeaway that you had tonight just from listening to the conversation with Shelby, listening to what I shared with y'all earlier? Or even if you want to talk about something in the future live, you can put it. But if y'all ain't got nothing, we can all just call it a night and go to bed. I'm going to be up, but, y'all can have y'all's night back. Whatever you about to get into, amen? Let me see. Is there anything else I need to have on this list? Trying to think of any of our catchphrases. I might have to go back through the book myself and take notes because I know I put it all in there. I know one is the for-profit, private sector. That's what we're in. Okay. I think I got everything. All hearts and minds clear. Put clear in the chat and let's get out of here. Y'all ready for the benediction? Put clear in the chat if your heart and mind is clear. Juanita, hi. She said from yesterday. You were here yesterday. Welcome back. You said share your vision. I can do that. I love it. That's your takeaway. Thank you for sharing that. That's what it's about. And I really want to make the space and hold the space here for you guys to dream bigger. Because I realize a lot of us as Black women don't have that circle of support or community immediately. Like most Black women do not have someone they can pick up the phone with right now in the middle of the night and call and just sit on the phone and talk all things business. Not somebody who would care and want to see her succeed and let her dream and help her dream and pour into that dream and support that dream and send her resources to help fund that dream. Come on. So I'm here to make that space for you. That's always been my mission. I do the same thing in my other company. I train Christian coaches to become certified life coaches. And so just making that safe space to come and dream. They told me if I ever let a man in our crew, they wouldn't share with me. So we've been keeping it pretty clean for the last 4 years now. And so we too have that sisterhood and that open space for you to dream bigger, get a bigger vision. Because whatever you're thinking is possible, 10x that. And that still ain't even half of what God can do with this funding. We just got to sell this vision through our story. Grants love a good story. So if I can help y'all at least start with the vision you have, 10x it, put that on paper and go win funding for it, that's like half the battle. That gets you out of the mode, like Shelby was talking about, paying out of pocket, waiting on funding to come through, wondering what you're going to do, how to keep this vision going. We can check that off your list once you get that first win under your belt. Then you get bit by the winning bug and you get like Ashley, who's applied to over $600,000. She done beat me, my numbers. I got to get back on it now. But I love it. It's 380 plus of y'all now in this program. So to know that we are walking heavy, as one of our coaches would say. And I want to see more of us as Black women in grants winning these grants. I do my research on y'all. So even when it take you a minute to come report your winnings, I usually see it before you even tell me. I told Ashley, did you know you on L'Oreal.com? Girl, I was being nosy and found it. So there's that. But I love when y'all do them little drive-by visits here on the live and tell me, oh, I won a grant. Pew, and be gone again. Go win some more. Repeat that skill. Sharpen that skill. Help somebody else do it. Because now you're sowing a seed and the Bible says you reap what you sow. I'm just saying. Let's reap that harvest together. Y'all ready? That's all I got, y'all. I could keep going. And I know y'all could keep listening and talking to me too. But we're going to continue this conversation at a later time. Amen? I don't want to get sleepy on y'all. So I feel itis kind of creeping, whispering in my ear. So I'm going to go put in about another hour of work and then see where the night leads me, which is going to be right back here on TikTok, but scrolling. So there's that. Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your night. If you're just joining us, hey, boo, welcome. Would love to have you in the Grant Game Mentorship where we really dive into it. It's some really good content in this program. You're going to love it here. Welcome to our new Grant Gamers. Congratulations on claiming your scholarship and being part of the crew. You want to know what I'm talking about? Head over to blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us. It's first come, first serve. So if you get there and the button still works that says click here to join us in the Grant Game Mentorship, congratulations. Claim that scholarship. Be part of the almost. We're going for 500 ladies. We'll see. We might have to cut it off before then, because our scholarship fund is evolving. And I'm looking forward to serving each of you. Put us on your calendar for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Set your alarm just in case TikTok don't send you a notification for when we go live. I also do pop-ups like this because I love talking to y'all. I'm pretty sure if I woke up in the middle of the night and went live, one of y'all going to be up and come talk to me. So you never know about me. But until we meet again, my friends, y'all have a phenomenal rest of your night. Happy weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.